4 different cities. 4 different cities.
That is true.
For real,
It's a national podcast.
Yes, we've got Rhode Island, we got Providence, Boston, well, Brockton, Los Angeles, and New York, Westchester.
Right.
Did I say that right? Westchester?
Westchester, New York. That's right.
Westchester, New York in the house. Hey, here we are. All right.
So, guys, wait a minute. I got one little thing to say. So, Ramadan is over. First to eat out.
I know you're going to eat your face out tonight.
No. I started out fasting at 148 pounds, right? I weighed myself this morning. I'm 151.9.
Disrespectful.
How did you gain weight fasting?
Sir, I do not know.
No, Chris, you know how she gained weight fasting because at 6, what is it? Ramadan ends at what? 6 o'clock?
No,
and you know, Shahida, let me talk. You know, Shahida, Chris, is like, it's sun's down. Now she's shoveling everything in her mouth. You know, she likes her snacks, pizza,
I like
everything.
Before I never eat after 8 o'clock. I'm like usually the 7:30. That's like my cutoff. And I gave up snacks. I gave up cake. I didn't have any cake. I had those.
I bet you got a cake in that refrigerator right now from Cheesecake. Here we are.
Not, but I don't know. I'm like 151.9. Not even like 151.1. 151.9.
So you know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. Fuck off, because 151. I haven't seen 151 in like fucking 25 years. I'm 170 pounds, and I work out every other day.
First, you got those big boobs you carrying. I'm not carrying no big
boobs.
So.
Yeah, that is true.
That's 50 right there.
It's an even like 35, but you know.
All right, that's just it. But I didn't do the whole 30. I only did 22. But I was close.
22 days?
I did 22 days.
Wow.
I didn't do the whole 30.
So you going out? Where you going tonight? You going out for a whole steak ass dinner?
No, I'm going to book club.
Oh, you going to book club? That's right. And I'm sure they're gonna have snacks.
Well, Tracy's. We'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
But I never gave up. I mean, I ate breakfast. I ate dinner. And then usually dinner, because it's so late, like 7:15-ish or whatever, I'm not that hungry. So I eat a plate. I might have some salmons. I did kind of overkill the potatoes. Maybe that's where it came from. Because I had potatoes every single night.
There you go.
But that was all I was eating. All right, let's talk about our other stuff. I guess I'm gonna have to really do some real stuff to lose weight, because obviously God did not help me.
He didn't help none of us. Hell, shit. All right, so here we are, Married at First Sight, Nashville. Oof. I just want to start. I'm picking it. I want to start on Gina and Clint, because all I got to say is, Gina girl, just get. I want to get my can of Raid, and I want it to be like, go away, bitch, because Clint is that dude, and he came out with his little, the king pageant, and he had his jacket on, and God forgive me, but I was like, hey, okay. I was like, go ahead, Clint. Go ahead, Clint. He worked it with his she did hook him up with his man bun, and it looked nice. But he came out with that jacket and them jeans and that bare chest with his little scarf, and I was like, "Oh Lord Jesus,
Tanya, who are you?"
I
know.
Did you saw Kirsten's eyes when he came out?
Listen, Vanessa, Kirsten was hot as hell. She said it. She was looking at him. She was giving him them little. She looks at Shaq with them dead ass eyes. Exactly. When Clint came out, she was like, "Ooh." Mm-hmm. She repositioned her. She was like, "Oh," and then went into the confessional with it.
Yes,
I was like, "Ooh, Kirsten, you going to hell."
Mm-hmm.
But I loved every bit of it. Clint is that dude, and I was just thinking earlier. Come on, Vanessa. I think Clint is your dude. And I think we need to have a show, me and you. Chris and
that's all you, girl.
Wait a minute. Shut your mouth. Chris and Shahida is all in this shit. Vanessa, me and you, we should have our show. Fucking like, what's that? Speed dating with Clint and other people.
I'm just kind of bummed that she won't even give him a chance.
No,
Not
she
even
won't.
like a remote chance. Like he's really trying.
Yeah.
And I think if there was some sort of, something, if she gave him a little bit of chance, I think she's afraid of she's trying to make up her mind already. I think she's afraid of like falling in love with him.
I think it's that. I just think that she's just not a nice person and just doesn't like him. She don't want him.
She doesn't want him.
I think
the chemistry is just not there, regardless of how nice the person is. So, she just needs to move on.
I think she likes him as a friend. They're stuck in the friend zone, and it's too far gone now to like move it forward. We had they're on the retreat, the couples retreat. They slept in the same bed, but she is just so standoffish. There's nothing that's going to become of that. And what she's going to realize is that when this is over and she's like, yeah, I'm done, Clint is going to be the king ding-a-ling of Nashville and the country. Because I can't see any woman that's looking at him. Clint is like the best married at first sight man ever.
And also, she's not that smart because, like he said, undulating. She didn't know what that was. Then what was it, foray or another F word that was like, girl, do you have any vocabulary? Like,
and almost resented him for that too. She's like, undulate.
Yeah,
because she got an attitude about it. I'm like, bitch, just because you don't know the fucking word doesn't mean just because he's using a fancy word and you don't know it, don't get. Yeah,
he's very sophisticated, Tanya. Got a great vocabulary. Man of the world, has phrases that are educated, and he's
not
afraid to go out to the Bears.
Yep, exactly.
I loved it. I absolutely. I'm looking at my notes because I'm like, I was like, okay. First of all, Chris, you and I need to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, because I thought of you immediately when they went on that roller coaster with those little slide things. I was like, ah! I want to do that so bad. And I was like, the only person in my life that's going to want to go down that shit would be Chris William. We got to go to Gatlinburg.
Why would I go?
Because you don't want to do that shit because you already know how you are, ma'am. I've jumped out of planes.
I go to amusement parks every summer.
Do you go on the roller coasters?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay, well, then let's do it then. Let's do it.
I got all these damn green kids. You know I be at the park.
Vanessa, do you like roller coasters and all that?
Of course I do.
Well, then we got to go to Gatlinburg. We got to do a Still Dope podcast in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in the country with them Bears. All I want to do is go down that little thing. I was like, oh my God, that was incredible.
Yeah. The thing that Kirsten and Shaquille were doing.
That was weird.
So out of somebody's zone. Why were they making it like, oh my goodness, I'm surprised that I did it. It was just so out of my comfort zone. What the? You went down a hill.
See, here's the thing. This is an age thing because Kirsten and Shaq went down that little slide, and I was just like, whatever.
It looks fun.
No, we are of an age where we are all around the same age. We was throwing our ass in potato sacks and going down that iron slide at the carnival and at the amusement parks back in the day, breaking our spines. That's why I probably got scoliosis till this day. Breaking our spines, running down them humps of them iron slides. Please, Kirsten. I was looking at that shit like, yeah, I'm good with that.
The Yorktown Grange Fair, Chris. Remember every fall, Yorktown Grange Fair, all the rides.
Terrible. Love it. We all been there.
Yeah.
So that shit, that slide, that little punk ass slide that Kirsten and Shaq went down on an inner tube. We got in sacks. We didn't have no padding. We just pulled our ass in them old ass potato sacks, and they were like, "Get on."
And also, I don't think Chico has an idea of what 80s is.
Not at all.
I was like,
oh my God, how old are you that you don't know what the 80s look like?
And he's
But
just
he's
like
like 31.
Jimi Hendrix. He's like Jimi Hendrix. I'm like, I was like, why do you have an afro and bell bottoms
and a tie?
Yeah. Right.
That was it did make sense.
Okay, I can't be the only one sitting here that when Shaq walked out, I was like, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I was like, give this man some Beetlejuice hair and some Beetlejuice makeup. He was all Michael Keaton and full Beetlejuice garb.
It was strobing on my TV. That's how bad it was. My TV started, strobing. I was like,
that was tragic.
The what is it? What did they call it? The pageant that the guys did?
The King pageant.
You're talking about it? Oh, okay, yeah.
Come on, that suit that Shaquille wore was horrible. It was tragic. It was if my husband, boyfriend, man in my family, I'm just calling him out, walked out of the room with that suit on, I'd be like, boo-boo. No, you got to go back in that room and you got to, no, that's not. And he had on that little metal tie. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, that was like, yeah.
And he had that pinstripe jacket on. Oh, he looked like Beetlejuice.
That was more 80s than his 80s outfit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the 80s outfit was bad too. But it was Arris for me at the King's thing. That he looked a hot mess. With those bright white sneakers on, he's just not it. I'm tired of him.
He's feeling himself. He was feeling himself.
He came out there talking all smooth.
Let me airdrop my picture. Let me take a picture and airdrop it to you ladies. And I'm saying to myself, fuck these other bitches. You ain't even having sex with your wife. And you over here flossing in front of these broads. But what brought me to my knees was the fact that Arris won.
I know.
And you know I was salty. Arris won. The pageant king.
I thought they all just got like titles. I must have missed the part where he had actually won.
No, he won.
Yeah.
He won.
But again, in this week, like we said last week.
They took the picture on the bed with his crown and his sash. They took a picture on the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, yeah, she took a picture of him. And I already know she was all teeth.
That's what I'm saying. Here it is, another week where he just throws out some words to her, and she's just like, I think he's really trying, and I think he really wants it. And it's just depressing. Yeah. Because he doesn't want you.
No. He wants his cousin. He wants Falana or whatever her name is.
He wants Kirsten.
Oh, he wants Kirsten too. Yeah, because she got that big old Megan Thee Stallion booty. Oh, yeah, he wants that.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are. I want to talk about Arris on the subject of Arris. He really, I took notes. He really needs a true alpha woman. He wants a mother, not a wife. That's the way I took it. Because
someone to put him in his place.
Yes, but again, I'm not your mother, bro. You've been raised by a woman and a man. I will put you in your place when need be, but I'm not trying to put you in your place all the time. Like he got all, and I thought it was like weird because he was like, because Jasmine was like, I'm going to need you to stay off your phone. Like he was on his phone and she checked him on that and he got all excited about that. I'm glad that she's speaking up. And I'm saying to myself, but does she need to tell you that? You are a whole ass 39-year-old man. You're like 10 years older than her. And why is she having to tell you what to do? You as a 39 whole ass grown ass man should know when you're in your room with your wife, your girlfriend, your friend, whoever, put your fucking phone down and just pay attention. I'm not trying to be nobody's mother. He wants a mother. He doesn't want a wife. He wants a mother. I don't like that. I think that's
someone to speak. He wants someone to put him in his place.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, bro, I'll put you in your place when need be, but I'm not going to have these basic conversations with you over basic shit like you on your phone. That don't make no sense. Or you not talking to me, or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are a whole ass man. Do what you're supposed to do, because if you don't, then you're not ready for marriage. You shouldn't be here.
He's not interested in her.
No, he doesn't like her.
Nope.
Um,
I hope she goes first and says no.
Oh, me
Do
too.
you think that she is though? Because every week I get more nervous that she's just falling for it.
No, I think. Oh, I'm gonna need her. I'm gonna need when this decision day to happen. I'm gonna need them to go when they talk through their shit. I'm gonna need Pastor Cal or Peppa or Devon or Pia to be like, Jasmine, what is your decision? You can't go to Arris first. I need you to go to Jasmine first. And if Jasmine says yes, I'm gonna fucking flatline.
I don't know. I kind of think she will.
I kind of think she will too.
It's scary. I mean,
She wants it. She wants it bad.
It's desperate, and it's not a good look. It's desperate, and it's not a good look. And I get it, because every time he does something nice, like when she was like doing the hosting of the King pageant, and he comes out, and she's like, my husband, and she seems so proud, and she was all, when he won, oh, my husband won. I'm like, boo-boo, he don't want to touch you.
Right.
Like, why are we here? And why are you so proud? Because I'd have dropped the mic and walked off. And that's why my black ass can't be on reality shows. Because I'd show my whole ass. I'd be like, really? You're all over there enjoying yourself? But you can't even focus on me? I'm done. I'm out. I want a divorce like the UK. I want to be on the UK Married at First Sight. Because I'm going to be like there with, I'd be like, leave. I'm leaving. I'm out.
The format is so much better. It really is.
Fucking Boston. He's
Who's
terrible.
next? Who's next?
Let's talk about. Let's go to Nicole and Chris, because I have an issue with that.
With her being impatient in the car on the way up, and knowing that she's going to be the last one there, and having the crappiest bedroom. That whole.
But no. I liked how he quelled her though. He's like, and she goes, well, what are we gonna do about the living situation? He's like,
that was it.
There's nothing we can do about it right now. Let's just enjoy the weekend. We'll talk about it on Monday. That at least calmed her down. That's what she needed, someone to be like, we're not gonna talk about this now. We'll talk about it on Monday. Because she would have kept going and going, well, what about so-and-so? And what? And he was like, it's okay.
Okay, so here was my gripe on this. I was like, why? I mean, I get it that these conversations have to be had, but from Nicole and Chris's standpoint, I just thought it was her grasping. Like, you know, I thought it was like she was setting him up. Like, I get it where she's like, well, we got to talk about our living situation when we say we're going to stay together after decision day, where we're going to live, because he's got a lease that's about to be up. She's got a lease that's about to be up. But at the end of the day, I thought that her motives were targeting. Like, she was trying to set him up to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be with you. Yeah, we're going to be together, but I don't want to talk about that right now. And she kept pressing it. And I liked it, Chris, when he was like, we're going on this retreat. Let's just go and we'll talk about it Monday. And she was salty about that, even though she was like, okay, we'll bench it until Monday. But I already knew she was on some sort of thing on that. Then when they got to the house, because they started off late than the other couples, and sorry, not sorry, the room that they got, even though it was the last room of the house, it was, for me, it was a nice room. They had a whole big ass house. And I'm like, that room is nice. You got a little fireplace and TV and the whole nine. You got your own little deck. I'm like, who cares about that? She's going to shoot herself in the foot. If she keeps on the way that she is on decision day, I can see Chris looking at her and saying no. And I think Chris is going to say no.
Really?
No,
I think Chris is going to say.
He would never hurt her feelings. If he says, I'm, you know how, do you understand the devastation that would come across that woman?
Who cares? She had cigarettes burned in her shoulder blades. Who cares? Saying no to her is not even half.
There's no way he's saying no. It would devastate
I don't
her.
think it's for the reason that you say that he just doesn't want to hurt her. I think he genuinely loves her and wants to be with her.
Yes.
Yeah, he told her he loved her, and I get that. But I think come decision day, listen to me when I tell you that you can love somebody, but when it comes down to the final decision, and you're like, you're faced with the reality of like, I got to spend. I mean, we already know that we've been married, not you, Chris, but we've been married, and you know, you got this notion in your brain that this is going to be forever, and it's like, is it though? No, I'm not. I'm out. Chris is gonna say no. Let's peg that. Chris is gonna say no to her ass, and she will have a full-on meltdown and probably beat his ass. But well, I think Chris is gonna say no because Chris don't want that smoke. Chris don't want that headache. And she's a fucking headache at this point. She's a headache at this point. All she does is nick.
But he knows how to handle her, though. He knows how to handle her.
He likes her.
I mean, on a personal note, my parents had a very similar, not similar, but my dad knew when to shut my mom down when necessary. And he said, Helen, that's enough. And she stopped. She stopped talking about everybody else. She stopped complaining. She stopped getting wound up because she gets very wound up. And she would stop, but he would let her go. And they said, Helen, that's enough. And she would stop. So I think they've got that same dynamic.
That's what I think.
See, that's what I like. That's what I need in my life. But I'm retired from the dating game. But I need somebody to be like, bitch, shut your mouth. Go sit in the corner. Time out.
That's not what she said. She said,
I need time out. Time out. I mean, you know, Papa Williams and Mama Williams had a class about themselves. I just need somebody to be like, really? Go sit.
She want a hood rat.
No, I don't want a hood rat. No, I need somebody. No, I don't need no hood rat. I need a man that's making a little bit of money because you know I'm not. I'm not taking care of nobody, boo boo.
I got you not. We know you're not. Okay.
But I need somebody to check me because I can get out of pocket. I know how I am, but I need somebody to like
that.
Sit in the corner. Shut your mouth. This ain't the 50s no more. Daddy Williams ain't looking at Mama Williams like, Helen, I'm going to need you. We're done here. No, that's not how this works in 2023. I'm going to need this man to be like, TT, I've had enough of that mouth. Now you're going to have to go sit down right now because I'm about to make me a drink and I don't need to hear your lips. And I'll be like, and this is going to be me. Okay, Daddy, I'm going to sit outside.
That's what Shaq needs to do with Kirsten.
Thank you. I told you that. Now you're on board with me.
No, I've always been led that way with him. She needs someone to tell her, shh, Kirsten, shh.
She just needs to grow up. She's
like, what's his name?
She's so immature. It's like dealing with a 15-year-old. She even sounds like a 15-year-old. At first I thought, I like her voice, but no, it's just like, I don't like it. It's too much.
Yeah.
What was I saying? I said what? What was I?
Right. Oh Lord, I see the edibles have kicked in. Here we are. I didn't take one. Thank you too for not consulting. But here we are. I'm just gonna drink my wine. Whatever.
Stop throwing me off.
What was I saying? So wait. We've been jumping all over the place, but I just want to I'm looking at my notes. Did you all watch the after party?
Yes.
Did we finish talking about okay?
Oh, we ain't done. You want to talk about Shaquille?
No. Go ahead. I'm fine.
Okay, hold on.
I didn't see the after party though.
What you got?
I didn't see the after party. I never.
Do you watch the other couples watching them, the couch thing or whatever?
I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah.
I don't watch the couch. I can't do the couch. I can't do the couch couples. That's too much for me.
Because Boston was on. The
blonde one?
Yes, the one.
The crazy one.
Crazy was on with the Asian one who had the other Asian dude.
Bow.
The other one. The one who was with the other Asian.
Oh,
what was his name?
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
Supposed to have all that money.
The dog.
Yes, they were on together as a unit, watching together on a couch.
Wait, the three of them?
The two girls, the blonde, not Kristen and Big Fish or what's his name? Big Eddie, not Big Eddie. The one that we all love.
Mark the Shark.
Oh, Mark the Shark.
So here,
Mark the Shark was on. I'm gonna have to pull
he
it
wasn't on, but
Mark the Shark.
You said it right, Chris. Mark the Shark. Okay. Yeah, I can't bring myself to watch the couples couch because herein lies the issue. Yeah, there are some couples on there, but it's like then you got like Virginia with her friend. Unless you suddenly turn lesbian, why are you on the couples couch with your girlfriend talking about nothing? And again, I'm a little salty because I think that we should be on the couple. If you're going to have regular people on the couples couch that aren't technically married or in coupledoms, then we should be on the couples couch. Why is that not happening? But here we are.
Okay. Right. So are we done with Shaq? I mean, Shaq, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Are you done with Shaq and Kirsten?
Yeah, I mean, she's going to say no. He's going to say no. They're both going to, but I believe they're going to ask him first.
Well, the fact that she has not introduced him to her family is disrespectful.
That's a deal breaker. It's very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
And she don't care.
Yep.
And she's another one. She's just like Arris, where she's talking a good game like she wants to be in it, but really not making the important strides to say she's committed.
Right.
Yeah.
Saying the communication, we're still having that problem. Like, what problem? there is no problem.
None. Why? I don't get it.
That problem. Yeah, she's
I still can't get over her dead stare. Like, I just don't understand the no emotion on her face. But when Clint came out, she got all animated. She was out there like, "Ooh, okay, Clint, okay." His little fuzz on his chest and his belly. Oh yeah, Clint killed it. Listen, Gina, I'm gonna say this. You better say yes on decision day, which you ain't. But when you don't, trust me when I tell you, y'all two live in the same building. There's going to be a rotation line of women getting with Clint. Clint is the absolute most eligible bachelor in this country right now because Clint's my dude. I love that motherfucker.
He deserves better.
He does. But if she says no, which we definitely know that she will.
Yeah.
If she says no,
bitch, she's gonna stand up and be like, celebrate good times. Come on.
I had such a string of thought and it just away. I had a string of thought. I don't know. I just went away. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, Clint is going to get laid. Clint hasn't been laid since he's been with Gina.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, if she's really sincere about not wanting him, he can have a double line down the street, around the corner, all the way into downtown Nashville. She won't care.
Mm-hmm.
If you just don't want somebody, you just don't want them. And that's the vibe I get from her. There's no explanation. She recognizes that he's nice. Yep, he can be cute, but she don't want him.
And he's going to take them all to Pound Town.
Pound Town. That's right. And me and Vanessa going to be right there in Nashville with our cowboy boots and cut off t-shirts like, come on, Clint. Hey, I'll see you down.
I do not want to participate in that field trip.
Oh, we gonna be in there. I'll be like, we going downtown to Pound Town, and we gonna take that little redneck bus tour that they took and had that moonshine. Oh, we gonna be all in with Clint. Oh, Clint be getting it in.
Have fun, girl.
Clint been around some black folks. Clint came out on his little dancing, and he was dancing, and he was like, "Ooh," and they were like, "Go, Clint," and he's like, "Ooh." He knew what to do. Clint been around some black people. Clint can come to the cookout. I don't invite nobody to the goddamn cookout.
Oh my God!
And he can cook.
Exactly. He loves to cook. He likes animals. Oh, come on, Clint. I got a whole ass yacht here this summer. We're gonna take it down to Pound Town.
She won't even give him a chance, though. She's like so cut off.
Yeah.
He's at least, I feel like he's at least open this much to it, at least. Maybe something could happen, but she's
praying. I mean, they slept in the bed together at the he was all excited. Yeah, and she was like, he was like, oh my God, we're sleeping. Like, he's like, we're sleeping in the same bed. And she's like, yeah, just shut the light off. I'm going to turn over and go to sleep. And then he's trying to find a way to shut the light off, and he unscrews the bulb, and he, poor thing, burned his little fingertips. He's like, oh, my fingers are a little hot. And she's just like, I'm just going to go to bed. Me, I'd have been like, come over here, Daddy. Let me rub some salve. Let me rub some salve on your little burnt fingers.
I really think
cuddle you.
I really think she likes him, and she could take him in terms of who he is as an individual. They would make a good marriage if they would just start fucking.
Yeah, they're not.
She doesn't like him.
She don't like him.
Not her kind of guy.
She don't like him, and she's going to regret it. This is when Gina is going to regret it, when the show is over and Clint's spot blows up and her ass is just sitting there cutting tapers into people's hair and layers into people's hair and color in people's hair, and she ain't getting the clout that she thought she was going to get, and Clint is out there living his whole ass best life. Oh yeah, she gonna regret that.
Or she might get some divorced guy who gives her that whatever she's looking for, that sophisticated whatever, and then she can be that, you know, again, that example of what she's looking for, is that glamorous life in a big house or whatever, because Clint is like nature boy and adventure, and she's just not that girl.
But
on his boat
to get those things, though.
I know.
What'd you say?
I said she can get him to get those things. She doesn't want to see anything positive about how her life could be if she took that step. I don't know if this woman's been hurt or what, but if you were sincere about looking for somebody on this show and everything is there for you and there's no drama, and you say that you're friends, there's no reason other than she's just either, I don't want to say she's in it for her business or whatever, but she's not in it for what the intent and purposes were.
Even when she said he looks sexy with that man bun, she wasn't saying, oh, like, and he looks sexy with that man. Like, I would even give it a, she's like, oh, he looks sexy with the man. Like, it was a client of hers.
Yeah. Like, I did it. Look what I did.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
That's exactly, Vanessa. That's exactly what she did. Yeah. She did it for her clout. She pulled his hair back into his nice little man bun, and she wanted that clout. Like, come on, come to my salon and get your man bun done. Exactly. She ain't thinking about him. Not like that.
No.
And that's sad because he's such a good dude. And I hope that after this, like Jasmine, now I'm looking at Clint like I look at Jasmine. Like, I don't want, I don't think, not so much for Clint. I think Clint's going to be okay. I just feel like I don't want Clint to be in that position like a Jasmine that you got shitted on. And now the next person that you find that might be that person and could be a good person, may not be your person, but could be a good person. And then you shit on them because you don't want to have that. You're going to take this position of, I'm going to do to you what was done to me before you do it to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I don't like that.
She'll find somebody, though. Jasmine will find somebody with all the attention. Yeah. She'll
new teeth, too. She got new teeth.
Did she?
She got new teeth in her Instagram.
Yeah, she's got new teeth. Yeah, she's got new teeth.
And I think she was a little embarrassed by that, too, sometimes, because I don't feel like she ever kind of like full on smiled in your face. She always kind of puts her head down a little. Or that could just be my imagination.
I agree with you on that one. I think it's an insecurity because of when I was watching this latest episode, like, not only are her teeth bad, but she's got bad skin too. Like if you looked at her shoulders, like, I don't know if it's an acne thing. Like she had on the what do you call that? A tank top. And when they got to the,
I saw that her shoulder,
like on her shoulders, it like she had like a lot of like dark spots. Like she might have had some acne or something that popped off on her shoulder area, that now it was like all little like really dark spots on her shoulders. And I was like, So, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. Just that little hint of insecurity. So I don't know.
But at least she made strides. She fixed her teeth.
Yeah.
So she good. And I like Clint, I don't think that Jasmine is going to be worried about a man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of men out there, like with Clint. A lot of women are going to be out there lining up to be with Clint. There's going to be a lot of men lining up to be with Jasmine.
Even Shaq. Shaq's a better match for her than
Exactly. I think that her and Shaq, again, I keep saying this, I think this was a bad matchup. I think Arris should have been with what's her face, Kirsten, and Shaq should have been with Jasmine.
Yeah.
I think it was
his grammar is not that great, though. I mean, the two of them listen to Shaq and Kirsten speak. Like, Lord.
Girl.
And both of them with those annoying voices. Him barely you can hear because he's not enunciating and then opening his jaws, and her because she's doing the baby whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that baby talk. I don't do that well. Yeah, she's not good.
Do this every time you say that, but go ahead.
But what about her beatbox? What about her?
I give her that. I'll give her that. She showed up. She was like, "Come on, let's do a little rap." And she was on the wall, and he was on that wall, Vanessa. Like that wasn't her first time beatboxing. She was like, boom, pop, boom, boom, boom. I was like, okay. I'm watching it, and I'm like, go ahead. And then here comes Shaq. My name is Shaq. I'm back. I would have been like, shut it down. But like, but we done here. Terrible.
That was hilarious. That was
friggin' incredible. It was funny as hell. I liked that. But she put him out there. Like she was like, let's see what he got. He tried, but he failed. Terrible.
But that's the good thing about him, though. He's still gonna give it a try. You know, even though right about now, I still like him, but he's getting on my nerves with her because he's starting to be a whiner and I'm like, ugh, that's not a good look either.
Yeah.
So no, say no except for Chris and what's it?
You mean Nicole?
Everybody is a no except for Chris and Nicole.
Yep, that's it.
For me. And I really, at this point, I really am leaning. I'm like 80% that Chris on decision day is going to say no. He don't want that small. He don't want to deal with this.
No way.
That's called Nicole.
No way.
I think he's going to say no. And we got it recorded. So when he says no, I'm going to pop a bottle of Ace of Spades and I'm going to get all banged up into the edible. It's all in your face. It's like, I told you, nobody was saying yes.
But it's also a franchise. When you win and you stay together, you're guaranteed at least another year if you stay together of more employment, bring it back to the show, la, la, la. So
you got the couples couch. You got all this. Oh, yeah. So I get it. So for Nicole and Chris, they're the only ones at this point that I could see. If I'm Nicole, I could be like, bro, if you thinking about saying no, like we're good. Like, let's just ride this wave for a year and make this money.
She wants it so badly. They both want it.
They do. They definitely signed up for the right reason.
If he, with all the stuff that he's doing, if he says no at the end, that's the biggest setup to a fail. That would be devastating to her. You think a cigarette burn is bad? That would be devastating to her.
Well, because
she won't recover from that.
Yeah, I don't think she would recover from it, especially after what he did at this retreat. He put those little Post-it notes, which I thought was absolutely wonderful. I like that. Like, it's the little things. Like, he put like little notes and stuck them up all over the place and was telling her, you're beautiful, I love you, and all this. And I was like, I like that. I kind of got a little I got a little eye moist when I watched that. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, you still think he's gonna say no?
But I still think he's gonna say no.
No way.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, unless he's looking at it from, like Vanessa said, from a financial standpoint, he's gonna say yes. But I think when it gets right down to it, decision day, I think he's gonna say, I think she's going all in. This is my husband. We're gonna be together forever. I'm gonna bear his children. And he's gonna be like, no. Remember, Love is Blind, SK and our girl. Everybody was in love. I forgot her name.
I know who you're talking about. The girl with the curly hair.
Yes. Last season of Love is Blind,
yeah.
SK. Remember, Vanessa? Yes. When I was like, this is a love story for the ages. And I was all invested because I was like, Black people, I love Black love. I love it. And then when she was like, and she took his culture and put that head wrap on and put her dress on and walked down that aisle. And she's like, yes, I do. And he's like, I do not. I literally flatlined. I was like, what? Motherfucker, how you gonna say no? Like, this is your bitch. Like, y'all was in. That's Chris and Nicole. And I think that Chris is going to say no. You heard it from me.
No way.
Chris said no. Chris is gonna say no.
I don't see that.
No way.
That would be, I would feel robbed at that point.
No, Chris is gonna say no. You heard it from me first.
Okay. All right.
And speaking of, have y'all caught up on Married at First Sight UK?
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No.
I haven't.
No, I'm not caught up.
Y'all got to watch.
I'll watch it today.
I'm gonna watch it today.
I got so many things on my between Ted Lasso and then
I gotta watch that. I gotta catch up.
The Daily Show every night. But
Ted Lasso, I just can't.
I absolutely love Ted Lasso. I love that show. Ted Lasso.
I can't.
It's almost like Schitt's Creek. I could not.
I didn't get to that.
I could not
get.
I
didn't get to
like
I loved.
I didn't laugh one time in Schitt's Creek.
Really?
And I gave it 6-7 episodes. I gave it a whole, and I was like, I don't get it. I was like, it's not funny at all.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of like me with Curb Your Enthusiasm. I love you, Chris, but I watched one episode and I was like, yeah, and that's not doing it for me. And it was way before you came into play. But I was like, I watched that shit and I was like, this white man is making me laugh.
Because it is.
I don't watch Caribbean.
I love it.
That. No, I'm not gonna watch that.
Because he just gives me that secondhand embarrassment. I'm an empath, so I'm just taking everything.
No,
and even that little bit, because I'm just always like, "Why are you doing this, Larry? This is just so." I love the show. It's fine.
No, I can't get it. I can't get invested in it. I've watched the episodes that Chris is in because obviously when we met Chris, I was like, okay, let me go back and do my due diligence. But I watched that. That's it. I'm not watching anymore. And if Curb Your Enthusiasm comes back, if Chris ain't in it, I ain't watching that shit.
They just finished the 14th season.
Oh yeah, so you're not in it?
No.
So I'm not watching. I'm good. I'm not watching that shit.
You watching Schmigadoon and Schmicago? Did you watch the season 1 and 2?
I haven't seen Schmigadoon, but I love Keegan Michael Key, so I have to watch it. And I heard
musicals.
That's too close.
Are you in it?
No. But I said if you like musicals, it's a parody on everything. It's pretty funny.
It's too close to home for me.
It's too what?
Too close to home. No, but I can see myself when he gets all my roles. So,
did you ever see that show Staged on with David Tennant and I can't think of his name and what's his name? Samuel L. Jackson's on this last season. So it's like these two English actors, David Tennant, the one that used to be Doctor Who.
Right.
Him and the other guy was in Oh My God or Good God. I don't know. On another Prime special. So I know who Michael McDonald, something like that. But anyway, so during COVID, they're trying to figure out this play. I am very sorry because I know I'm just talking about. I am making sense though, right? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah. Well, figure it out.
So anyway, they were doing forget it. I think I just rambled on
This is why you people, you and Chris and me can't have edibles before we.
I know.
Because now our brain goes elsewhere. I just took my wine.
They did 3 seasons of it.
Stage, yeah, and Sam Hill. You never saw it?
I've never heard of it.
Oh, Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen and David Tennant.
Michael Sheen. Okay, yeah.
I'd never heard of it. Never heard of it.
That's my crush, Tanya. David Tennant is my crush.
Ooh,
when he
you know who my crush is? What's his name, Chris? You sent me. I told you, Vanessa, too. What's his name? You sent me the link of the Boston Marathon bullshit. What's his name? That put it on Twitter. You just sent it to me. Oh my God, you too got to stop eating edibles.
I just sent it. I don't know who sent the post.
It was what's his name? Hold on, Wendell Pierce. Oh. I have loved Wendell Pierce.
I've known him since he was 18. But he's got a girlfriend.
He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah. We both, our senior in high school, we both were finalists in an acting program at Princeton. So I've known him since he was 18 years old. And then my freshman year he's from New Orleans, and my freshman year at Syracuse, he said, I got a couple of friends coming into town. They want to take you out. It's him and his brother. So me and my black roommate, Sizzle Testamark, went out with Winton and Branford Marsalis our freshman year at Syracuse.
Nice.
Now, did you know that? Were they kind of like?
No, nobody was.
I didn't think so.
They were like, I was 18. He was probably 20, maybe. Maybe 2 years. Yeah. So yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
I like him.
If we break up, I'll make sure he tells you,
girl, if that shit don't work, come on, girl. You better be like, T. I'll clean myself up, and I'll get a little bit more sophisticated, and I'll figure it out.
But what if Clint calls first, though? Would you?
Yeah, I'm not getting.
Would it be a tough sell?
No, I'm not getting with Clint. I'm not. I just can't. Me and Clint could be like best buddies, but I can't be romantically involved with Clint. He's not my type. Sorry, not sorry. Who else was I going to say?
Why are we talking about this? We should be wrapping up.
I know we should be wrapping up. Okay, all right, let's wrap up. I'm just talking.
Oh no, because we were talking about UK. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I thought
but y'all haven't caught up on the UK, so I'm gonna need y'all's homework to catch up on the UK at your leisure, and we gotta talk about it because I just watched the latest episode, and I'm like, there were 2 episodes out, and I'm 30 minutes left in the second episode, and 2 more couples have been brought into the mix, and when I tell you that shit is
why are you talking?
Now we're up to like 8 couples. I think we're up to like, no, maybe 9 or 10 couples now. I absolutely love that. I'm all about UK.
Well, we'll try and watch it. I'm definitely watching it, but go ahead.
All right. So, Chris, I hope you feel better, baby.
I'm going to bed.
You going to bed? All right. So we're going to just wait. Wait.